Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent, and we're continuing our discussion of personal promotion with a little discussion of networking, and this is part 2 of networking. I'm here inside my beautiful, luxurious, but not overly ostentatious Cape Cod office with my butler, thinking about networking. He's a terrible networker, he's a stiff, he just stands there and doesn't talk to anybody. Anyway, I'm trying not to be like him, but sometimes I feel like I am because I'm kind of a shy person. Anyway, I told you we discussed 4 levels of networking, and here they are. Number 1 is casual contact. Chambers of commerce, just business after hours, company get-togethers, industry get-togethers. Successful networkers average 6.5 hours per week of networking. Weak networkers average less than 2 hours per week of casual contact. So then you have your knowledge network, and that's when you meet with people inside your industry or your company, like the board of realtors or conventions. And then there are strong levels of networking, which is where, like a social event where there's a lot of high net worth individuals there. And, a lot of people who go to these events they're like cave dwellers. They're very shy. They're afraid to talk to people. A lot of realtors are on the other side of the spectrum, and they treat networking as a contact sport. You want to be somewhere in between. And then we have online networking, which is social networking. Those are the 4 levels of networking. You need to make a plan. You need to decide to be good at all 4 levels of these. Speaking of levels, there's a book called 7 Levels of Communication. There's a new version of it out, a new edition of it out, written by my friend Michael J. Mayer. You need to get this book. If you want to be a networker, if you want to get and receive referrals, you need to get this book, 7 Levels of Communication. Okay, he talks a lot about, and I'm going to talk a lot about, the idea of reciprocity in networking. You have to give if you want to get in networking. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's how well you know the people in your contact list. You might have a bunch of names, you could have 1,000 names. I'd rather have 250 names and actually know a little bit about each person than have 1,000 anonymous people in my database. Make a point of doing some research and getting to know the people in your database, or that you want to network with, or that you want to meet during a networking event, so that you can become more effective. The test is whether they will give willingly if you ask for help. Will they give you a referral if you ask for one? If you say to them, thinking of all your business associates, who's the next person to want to buy a house on such and such a market, or sell a house in such and such a market? If they're willing to give a name to you, that tells you that you have a good relationship with them. The most important thing, though, is you need to give before you can expect to receive. Think about the different places you've read about that concept. You have to give before you can expect to receive. And the most important thing is you need to give without the expectation of receiving. So many people think that, oh, what goes around comes around. You got to scratch my back and I'll scratch your back. That is a transactional law, not a transformational law. Networking and giving and getting referrals should not necessarily be transactional. It needs to be transformational. Understand that givers get, givers gain. The whole scratch your back and I'll scratch yours is transactional. You give, then you get. When I trust you, I give to you, no strings attached. And that's when things really begin to come back to you more freely. So understand this whole give to get concept. Understand the whole purpose of bringing value. Understand the whole importance of being seen as the go-to person for information, for services, for referrals, for expertise in any area of your marketplace. Be the go-to person. Give freely. Make a goal. I'm going to give blank referrals today, 5, whatever. Post that as a goal on Facebook. I'm going to give this many referrals this year. And then think about how people become aware of how many referrals you're giving. They'll start thinking of you when they have referrals to give in your line of work, which of course is listing and selling luxury real estate. Okay, enough said about networking. Just a reminder, Luxury Real Estate Unplugged, first Tuesday of each month. It is a subscription service, but check it out. Go to luxuryrealestateunplugged.com and see what you think. In the meantime, until next time, make it a great week.